This is Mike Trueblood, sports editor of the Galesburg Register-Mail, and we're here for another season of Galesburg Silver Streak boys basketball with head coach Mike Reynolds starting his 10th year. Is that right?
Yeah. I continue to get older. Yes.
Well, you don't look it. Let's just say that. And the Streaks are getting ready to start their season on Monday night, correct, against Peoria Notre Dame.
Yep.
In the opening game of their annual Thanksgiving tournament. Last night sort of tipped off the season around this area with the annual Western Big Six Coaches Dinner. We'll get into the Big Sixes as we get closer to the conference season. But one thing did come out of that banquet last night, an announcement that maybe not too many people knew about, and that's with Alleman now switching to playing all their home games in their own facility. So was that a surprise to you, or did you know that was coming?
Well, we've heard rumblings of that. I know they've been trying to do that for a couple of years, and I offered last night at the banquet to be the ticket manager. I think you could make a lot of money. There's not very many seats, but it's something that Quincy and I have always dealt with, and so it's not really a change for us. It's going to be interesting to see how it works. I think they have UT the first conference game, and we'll see how it works.
Well, season number 10, as we said, and as is the case most seasons, a whole group of new faces, new players to fill the lineup. And what can the Streaks fans expect from this group as we get started this year?
Well, I think we have three core guys back that played a lot last year. Andrew Anderson and Cornell were kind of our first guys off the bench, and those guys did really well last year, and I think you'll see a maturity. They've matured, and they've gotten a lot better here over the last 6 months. Jacob Carl, certainly he started every game last year for us that he was available in, and played well throughout the year, and he's even gotten better. Certainly he's bigger and stronger with the lifting with football, and so we're excited about those three guys, core guys. We have a lot of guys, probably 9 or 10, that are very similar. And, I would say those three guys are kind of our core guys, and then everybody else is in the mix to try to do good things.
Well, every team's slightly different, at least, as from year to year. And a coach such as yourself usually tries to adapt this team style of play to the personnel. And what kind of style can we expect the Streaks to play this year?
Well, I think, we've got to stick with who we are, and we're – our program is defensive-minded, so we've got to figure out how to get stops. And some of these guys are more offensive-minded, but they've done a nice job of kind of buying into our defense and what we're trying to accomplish there. I would like to think we play a little faster than we did last year, but there's no guarantees because there's lots of ways in basketball to kind of dictate tempo. So we're going to try. We think we're going to be a little more balanced offensively this year than we have been in years past. And like we said, we might have – one night Andrew scores a lot of points, the next night it could be our 9th or 10th guy scoring a lot of points. We have a lot of offensive weapons, and we're excited to see how that folds out.
Peoria Notre Dame, your first opponent. What do you know about them? And maybe talk a little bit about the teams in the rest of the field.
Yeah, kind of like our team, they're talking to Coach Locker and stuff, they're trying to figure themselves out too. So, I just know how they play. They've been known to play a lot of zone. They've been known to play a lot of matchup. They're really well coached. They certainly Peoria Notre Dame athletics is always known for their excellence and doing things the right way. And I wouldn't expect anything less this year again. So it's going to be a tough opening game for sure for us, and hopefully we can make it tough for them too. I think the tournament certainly has one team that is head and shoulders on paper better than everybody else. That would be Moline, and we don't play them certainly because they're in our conference, but I think that's a good chance for some of the people out here to kind of see some good players. They have Dante Billups coming back that has multiple Division I offers. They have McGinnis back that has Division I offers. It should be an interesting tournament, see if somebody can knock them off. But I think we have a balanced field. We have a couple new teams in it. Sacred Heart Griffins in it for the first time, and the first time in a while they've been in a Thanksgiving tournament because of their football, but they have mostly basketball players instead of football, and we played them in the summer, and it was a really good game, so I'm expecting them to do well. Rockford Lutheran's back again with their high flying offense and Division I players they've got, so it should be a pretty even test, and also new team Chicago Marshall they're back in it after a couple years absent. Coach Cotton's going to bring his group down, so it should be exciting.
Well, it's getting to be that time. It's getting colder outside, getting hotter inside, and we hope folks will come out and see the Streaks as they start their season. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.